Hello friends, I am Dr. Giriraj Sharma, consultant neonatologist at Vatsalya Shishu Hospital, Ajmer. And today we will discuss a very important topic in this hot summer season, hypernatremic dehydration with acute kidney injury. As we know, because of the very high temperature around 50 degrees Celsius, many babies are coming and getting admitted with hypernatremia, severe dehydration, weight loss, shock with acute kidney injury. Many resident doctors requested me to make a video on fluid calculations. They are asking how to calculate fluid for the hypernatremic dehydration. So there are many methods are there for fluid calculations. Many are very complicated. Here I will discuss simplest method of fluid calculation for management of hypernatremic dehydration. Here we will discuss only about the management of hypernatremic dehydration, practically how to manage a baby. We will not go into the theoretical details. So first, what is hypernatremia? Here we will discuss in following points like introduction about hypernatremia, main is the fluid calculation, how to calculate the fluid, monitoring what are the parameters we have to monitor in a baby with hypernatremic dehydration, and what are the complications of hypernatremic dehydration. So this fluid calculation part we will discuss in detail, and at the end of this video I will tell a trick for fluid correction for these babies. If somebody does not want to calculate these calculations, for that I will tell a trick. For that you can start directly fluid for these babies. Okay, that we will discuss in last. So what is hypernatremia? Normal sodium level for a newborn baby is 135 to 145 milli equivalent per liter. More than 145 or some people say more than 150 is the hypernatremia. Okay, that is divided in the three categories: mild, moderate and severe. So 145 to 160 is mild, 160 to 175 moderate, and more than 175 milliequivalent per liter of sodium is the severe. Mild, moderate, severe. This is the categories of the hypernatremic dehydration. Okay, so this is very important because fluid calculations differs for each category. What is the severity of the hypernatremia and what is the duration of a hypernatremia? If it is acute, that we can correct rapidly. If it is chronic, then we have to correct slowly. So what is the severity and what is the chronicity of the hypernatremia? That is very important for the correction of the hypernatremia. That we will discuss in fluid corrections. So coming to fluid calculation, fluid calculations will be done in two phases. First is the emergency phase, second is the rehydration phase. So in emergency phase, we will correct the intravascular deficit. Intravascular volume will be restored by 10 to 20 ml per kg bolus of the normal saline, 0.9% normal saline, 10 to 20 ml per kg that we are giving for correction of the intravascular deficit, intravascular volume or shock. That will be given in severely dehydrated baby, will be intravascular volume will be low, especially in hypernatremia. That will be corrected by NS bolus 10 to 20 ml per kg, 0.9% NS. Then coming second phase, rehydration phase. In rehydration phase, the hydration will be corrected in three forms. First is the will calculate the free water deficit. Second, maintenance fluid. Third is will replace the ongoing losses. So any dehydration correction, three parts will be there: free water deficit, maintenance, and ongoing losses. So free water deficit. Free water is important for reducing the sodium levels. So how to calculate the free water deficit for that sodium level? For that much sodium level, how much free water we should give to reduce that sodium? So to reduce 1 milliequivalent of sodium, 1 milliequivalent per liter for reduction, we have to give 4 ml per kg of free water. Okay, to reduce 1 milliequivalent per liter sodium, we have to give 4 ml per kg free water. Okay, and this is for mild to moderate hypernatremia means it is up to 175 level of the sodium. This is the formula. If it is sodium is more than 175, then it will be 3 ml per kg. Okay. So to reduce 1 milliequivalent per liter of sodium, we have to give 4 ml per kg. If it is mild to moderate, if it is severe, then 3 ml per kg. As we know that we have to correct sodium slowly. We don't correct sodium more than 12 milliequivalent in 24 hours. So we are calculating fluid for 24 hours, and in 24 hours we want to reduce the sodium level by 12 only. So for 1 it is 4 ml per kg, then for 12 is into 12. So this much free water will be given to reduce over 24 hours. Okay. So what is the formula? 4 into weight into 12, and here 3 into weight into 12. This is the formula for calculation of the free water deficit. 4 into weight into 12 for 24 hours. If it is up to 175 sodium level, if it is more than 175, then 3 into weight into 12. Next is calculation of the maintenance fluid. So maintenance fluid will calculate 100 to 150 ml per kg. Okay, 100 to 150 ml per kg is the maintenance fluid will be calculated. Then we'll calculate ongoing losses. If any baby is still having ongoing diarrhea, vomiting, or polyuria, something is there, that losses will be replaced. Okay, so if it is baby is having loose motion, so per stool will replace 10 ml per kg. If baby is having vomiting, that vomiting will be replaced. And if baby is having polyuria or more than 4 ml per kg per hour, more than that urine output will be replaced. Okay, so what fluid will be replaced, that we'll discuss in fluid choices. So this is the first emergency phase, rehydration phase. Rehydration and free water deficit is 4 ml, 4 into weight into 12. Maintenance 100 to 150 ml per kg. Ongoing losses will be replaced. So total fluid to be given over 24 hours is free water deficit plus maintenance plus ongoing loss. So we have calculated total fluid. Now coming to the type of fluid, what type of fluid we should give over this to over 24 hours. So this is divided in 3 categories. If it is mild hypernatremia, then choice of fluid will be half DNS. If it is moderate hypernatremia, choice of fluid will be DNS. And if it is severe, if it is more than 175 milliequivalent per liter, then it is DNS plus we have to add 3% NaCl also, because DNS also will be hypotonic for that much of the sodium level. Sodium level this much. So DNS also will be hypotonic. If you will give only 0.9% DNS, then sodium will come down rapidly. That we don't want. That's why we have to add 3% NaCl in that 0.9% DNS. So this is the type of fluid, what type of fluid we should start. First we have calculated what total fluid we should give over 24 hours, then what type of fluid we should give. Then we will discuss now how much 3% NaCl we should add in this if it is severe hypernatremia. So to calculate how much 3% NaCl we should add, this formula is there, slightly complicated. Desired sodium minus 154 upon 500 minus desired sodium into 1000. That much ml of 3% NaCl we will add in 1 liter of the DNS, and that DNS will be started in severe hypernatremic acid. So for mild to moderate it is very easy. For mild half DNS, for moderate 0.9% DNS. But for severe we have to add 3% NaCl also. That will be calculated. How much 3% NaCl will be added? By this formula we will calculate. We will add in 1 liter of DNS, and then that will be started. Because if in any fluid, sodium concentration should not be less than 15 milliequivalent of per liter. Because compared to the serum, so compared to serum, the fluid sodium concentration should not be less than 15 milliequivalent per liter. Because if it is less than 15 milliequivalent per liter, then sodium correction will be rapid and that will cause complications. So after starting that much fluid, monitoring is very important, because by any fluid how much sodium is correcting, that we should monitor. So electrolytes in initial first 24 hours, electrolytes should be done in 6 hourly. We should see how much sodium is correcting, how rapidly sodium is falling, that we should see 6 hourly. If it is rapidly correcting, then we should decrease the rate of the fluid. Okay. Second is the renal function, urea create we should do daily 24 hourly. Urine output we should monitor 6 hourly. Weight we should monitor 12 hourly. If weight gain is very rapid, then also we can reduce the fluid. So monitoring is very important, because we want that sodium level should decrease by 0.5 milliequivalent per hour. Okay. In chronic cases, 0.5 milliequivalent per hour sodium should decrease. It should not decrease very rapidly. Okay. So these are the parameters we should monitor. Now we will take one example to understand how to calculate fluid for a baby with hypernatremic dehydration. So we'll take example, when 15 days of newborn with birth weight of 3 kg came to us on day 15 of life with weight loss, with admission weight was 2.5 kg. Baby was severely dehydrated with weight loss, with shock. Sodium was elevated, 170 milliequivalent per liter. Potassium was 6, urea was 200, creatinine was 3. So baby is having hypernatremic dehydration with acute kidney injury. For that, we'll calculate fluid. So first is emergency phase. We'll give bolus of 30 ml NS over 30 minutes. Okay, to restore intravascular volume. Then we'll calculate rehydration phase, free water deficit. What is the formula? 4 into weight into 12. So it is 4, because it is 170. Sodium level is 170. It is moderate only. So it is, we are taking 4 into 8 into deficit. If it was more than 175, then we'll take 3 into 8 into 12. So it is 144 ml. Maintenance we are taking here 150 ml per kg, 450 ml. Ongoing losses, there are no ongoing losses. Baby is not passing urine, baby there is no diarrhea or vomiting, no ongoing losses are there, so nil. So total fluid 144 plus 450, 594 ml. Okay. So that has come. Total fluid we have to give for 24 hours. Over 24 hours we have to give this much of fluid. Then comes to the what type of fluid we should select. So as we discussed, it is moderate hypernatremia, less than 175 to moderate. In moderate, we should give 0.9% NS, 0.9% DNS. Okay. So this much of fluid, 0.9% DNS, we should give over 24 hours by infusion. So 594 upon 24, this much ml per hour we should give over 24 hours. So this we have calculated and we have discussed in detail. Now coming to the trick. Those who don't want to calculate this much calculations, for that simple short trick is there. That will be around this much calculation only. So any baby is coming with hypernatremic dehydration. In that baby, how much fluid we can directly calculate? It's 1.25 to 1.5 times of maintenance. Okay, we can start directly like 1.5 times of maintenance over 24 hours. Okay, like in this example we can see. So this baby was there 3 kg. So if we take maintenance 150 ml per kg for that baby, so 150 was maintenance, but we have to give 1.25 to 1.5 times, means we can take 200 ml per kg. 200 ml per kg for that baby. So means 200 ml per kg, we have to take the pre-illness weight. Pre-illness weight was 3 kg. So it is coming to 600 ml. So total fluid is coming 600 ml. Here was coming 594. So almost same is coming here also. 594 or 600, not much difference. So we can directly start 200 ml per kg. Total 600 ml over 24 hours. Now coming to what fluid choice, type of fluid will be the same as we have discussed. It is 170. So DNS. So DNS we have to give directly 0.9% DNS, 600 ml divided by 24, that much ml per hour we can start. So this is the very simple trick, we can start this. But monitoring is very important. First we have started fluid, after that monitor the sodium level, how much it is decreasing. If it is falling rapidly, then we can reduce the rate of the fluid. If it is falling very slowly, we can increase the rate of fluid. That is very important. Otherwise what will happen, if it rapidly it is decreasing, then they will go for cerebral edema, they will can have seizures. So these complications will be there. So this we have discussed. I think I tried my best to explain you everything. Okay. So this is very important in this season. Many babies are coming, and I think this will benefit many babies and many doctors also. Thank you so much.